Constructed in 1822, Eastern State Penitentiary was intended to serve as a model of prison reform. A staff of cruel and inhumane prison guards administered some of the harshest punishment imaginable. Prisoners suffered horribly at the hands of their savage captors. These souls still haunt the prison today. Tonight, we pit two paranormal investigative teams against each other to see who can record the best physical evidence of the paranormal.
Somebody push me?
Whoa. This is Paranormal Challenge, Eastern State Penitentiary.
Something just flew past me.
Go. You spent your whole life screaming for help. Well, help is here.
2 teams.
Dude, what the?
One night.
Please help me.
One haunted location. One winner. For the ultimate in bragging rights. I've investigated this place twice, and we've walked away with some really incredible evidence.
Zach Bagans, the Paranormal Challenge chairman, is also lead investigator and co-founder of the highly respected Ghost Adventures crew.
Listen, shh.
He has completed hundreds of investigations, working with the world's renowned paranormal researchers and scientists.
This place makes me feel excited as hell, and I can't wait to watch these teams battle and see what happens to them.
Northampton Paranormal, based in Bath, Pennsylvania.
My name's Scott Wiley. I'm the founder and leader of Northampton County Paranormal. For how long I've been doing it, yes, I can set up an investigation. I can almost predict where something's going to happen.
My name's Chris McGowan. I'm one of the second lead investigators.
Chris is a skeptic, but that brings the edge to us.
He's like our little pretty boy. We use him as bait. And in a prison, he'd be perfect.
My name's Scott Burke. I'm the audio-video tech. Being Native American heritage, we're just taught that everything has a soul or a spirit. And that makes a total difference when you're doing investigation.
We look at everything in a scientific view and analyze everything before we give our judgments. We have gotten results everywhere we've gone. The other team better watch out.
Tri-State Paranormal, based in Metuchen, New Jersey.
My name is Sharon Henson. I am lead investigator, and I am the co-director of Tri-State Paranormal Research.
I'm Peter. I'm an investigator with TSPR.
He does help us do preliminary investigations, and he does the actual investigation.
It makes me feel very peaceful about death. I mean, I don't fear death because I know there's something afterwards. It's not an end.
Tony is the mouth of the group. Tony is the one that I have to tell to be quiet, or I'm going to shove a cell phone right up, because you know what.
Sharon always bugs me. She's annoying. She's just I'm just kidding. I love her. She's great.
I think we're going to win.
Yeah.
Right now, we're standing near the center rotunda in Eastern State Penitentiary. Teams, how you doing?
Good.
How you doing?
This is Charlie Adams. Charlie is an author of Philadelphia Ghost Stories. He's also a radio show host here in Philadelphia. Me and this guy have been in Al Capone's cell before. Did you know that the guards claimed that they would hear him screaming like a little girl? That's right, screaming like a little girl, because he feels that the spirit of a man that was victim to his Valentine's Day massacre came back and haunted him in his own jail cell. And before you teams go off and investigate, Charlie is going to walk you around to all of the areas that you will be investigating tonight. Pay very close attention to every single detail he tells you. I like Eastern State Penitentiary because it does have a reputation of being one of the most haunted locations in the United States. You can walk around and talk about how many inmates were here and about how they used to bake bread and they had classes, but you have to know the real dark history. This is a fortress of death.
Cursed by savage wardens and dehumanizing solitary confinement, Eastern State Penitentiary was a Gothic temple dedicated to depravity, isolation, and torture. Originally designed to revolutionize prisons in 1829, the degrading rehabilitation techniques drove inmates over the edge. Now shuttered, this crumbling complex is said to be a vortex of paranormal activity.
We are on the 3rd level now of cell block 12. I want to show you something here. Get in that cell. Not only the prisoners, but the guards feared for their lives. Let's say I'm a guard walking down here doing my job, that cell door's open, and that prisoner has a lot of anguish, a lot of fight in him. I could easily be pushed over the top, down to the bottom. My neck would be broken, my head would be crushed. These bars were put in as a sort of an afterthought after something like that happened here. This is where the worst of the worst were incarcerated. Common criminals were put in with murderers and rapists. Suicides, murders were committed here, cellmate to cellmate. Feeling that the guards were poisoning him, a very paranoid prisoner named Joseph Taylor managed to get a sewing machine and encountered a guard, Michael Doran, and bashed his head in. Wow. Killed him. After that, satisfied, he took a nap in his cell.
It takes a really mentally disturbed person to actually smash somebody's skull in because you thought they were poisoning you, and then just get back up and go take a nap.
Prisoners who were particularly ornery were brought to this baby, the mad chair. They were strapped to this chair, gagged, their circulation was cut off. They were here for days, and they went mad. Here, hence the mad chair. There was solitary confinement, that's one thing, but then there was the hole where all hope was lost. Vicious criminals were dragged down here for days and weeks and even months of punishment. Bread and water, rats, no light. They lost touch with reality and their own senses.
Barbaric. I think I'd probably lose my mind within the first 5 minutes.
Elmo Smith, a prisoner here, known for kidnapping, raping, and murdering a young girl, is one of the quote-unquote famous prisoners here of death row. Good luck here at Eastern State Penitentiary.
With the competition set to begin, Zach gets each team geared up with the most advanced paranormal detection equipment for tonight's challenge.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Look at all this equipment. Each of you are going to receive the same exact pieces of equipment. 2 night vision cameras, 1 on a tripod to use it as a static camera, a thermal imaging camera, 2 full spectrum cameras, 1 a camcorder, the other a digital still. You have a melmeter that measures for electromagnetic energy and temperature, 2 digital recorders for each team. I got no time to waste. The sun is setting. Suit up, get ready, wait for my signal, and then you guys will be released in Eastern State Penitentiary. Have fun.
Teams will conduct their investigations simultaneously. Northampton Paranormal will begin in Zone 2, and Tri-State Paranormal will start out in Zone 1. Strict time constraints are designed to push each team to the limit. They will only be given 2 hours to complete Part 1 of the investigation, then switch locations and continue investigating for 2 more hours in Part 2. Teams will be judged on overall teamwork, technological proficiency, historical knowledge, and audio and visual evidence they are ultimately able to capture. Tonight's judges are 3 of the country's most notable paranormal experts. Dave Schrader, acclaimed paranormal conference lecturer, co-author of The Other Side, A Teen's Guide to Ghost Hunting, and host of the wildly popular internet talk show, Darkness Radio. Aaron Sagers, published author, nationally syndicated journalist, and editor of ParanormalPopCulture.com. And Alexandra Holzer, daughter of famed paranormal investigator Hans Holzer, author of Growing Up Haunted and syndicated columnist for OM Times.
Tri-State Paranormal, are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Northampton County Paranormal, are you guys ready?
We're ready.
The portals are open. Let the challenge begin. Let's start the clock. Judges, they have 2 hours for this first part of investigation.
Chris, I think I'm going to send you down to the hole. How's that sound?
That sounds good.
I'm going to the hole first, guys.
Yep.
You ready to go?
I'm ready to go. I'm rolling.
All right. Okay.
All right, I'll see you guys. Good luck.
You guys later. Good luck.
Happy hunting.
Okay.
Get over here. Joseph Taylor was in one of these cell blocks here. He bashed in Michael Doran's head. Mr. Taylor, if you're still here, do you want to bash our heads in?
And as far as I'm concerned, you guys deserve to be here. And I don't feel at all bad at the way you guys were treated.
Maybe you like to bash in Pete's head. Ooh. There's a very high EMF here. Oh. Yeah, this is very odd.
What was that?
What was that?
Somebody push me?
Dude, what is that?
This bad habit of hurting women.
There you go. Yeah. Good, Scott, good.
Was this your cage, Elmo? Huh? Was this your bed? Okay, that just cut off. Full battery just drained.
We just had a full spectrum camera go out. Looks like it died out on him.
Already?
Yeah.
Spirits can use batteries, suck it up like they're
Sucked it right dry.
energy. Well, let's check in on Sharon.
Just a poor middle-aged lady walking down the hallway by herself. Fair game to anybody. Ah, the mad chair. Have any of you gone mad in that mad chair?
This is a place where some sick, sadistic torture happened.
Historically, she's getting the area where she is correct, which is great.
Somebody just pushed me in the back. Somebody push me? Creepy in here.
They're just getting ready to hit their 1 hour mark. Let's listen in on Northampton.
What's the story with this cell block? I think this is where the guard got pushed.
They don't remember the history of this cell block, of cell block 14.
Okay,
they think this is where the guards were pushed instead of this is where the youngest inmates were held.
We're taking over the cell block. My name's Scotty, that's Scott, that's Chris. All these cell doors remain open. Nobody comes out, nothing comes through this place without going through me.
Dude, what is that?
Could be weather, could be wind. Snap pictures up.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy over here before.
Dave, I just want to point out here, there's been a lot of walking back and forth. They have not been tagging this.
Okay, now this is the place where they pushed a guard over the railing.
I think they even said they put, what, accountants in here sometimes?
Tone, hold on.
What's up?
Shh, shh, shh. There's like footsteps coming from over here. I heard them over here.
How was that? Hello?
Hey, Sharon?
Sharon?
Yeah.
We're going to stay still real quick. And
You heard some footsteps over here.
Okay.
you switched over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anybody in here? I'm kind of stuck down here too. Can you just come up and sit down next to me? Are you walking around me? Can you come closer? Alright, I know you're here because I can feel you. See this little red dot? Just talking to it. I can hear you, and we can talk back and forth. I just want to know your story. That's all.
Oh, what was that?
Teams, you have 15 minutes left. Scott Wiley is downstairs by himself in the hold.
And the inmates had to stay in there for weeks and sometimes months at a time.
Let's go and check in on Scott.
See this little red dot? Just talking to it. I can hear you, and we can talk back and forth. I just want to know your story. That's all. The hell was that? The hell was that?
I'm concerned. This guy's definitely not going to make it back in time. He has no communication, no connection with our world right now at all. He is in one of the most secluded areas in the United States. Uh-oh, he might make it.
If he can get his shoulders out.
Looks like he's just being
Look,
born
ladies and
right
gentlemen,
now.
it's a boy.
We're witnessing a whole birth.
Yeah, it's supposed to be where they had
all the maniacs?
rapists and murderers.
And the worst of the worst.
Guys, we really want to know if you're in here.
None of you lovely gentlemen would like to step out and say hello?
Yeah, right over here. Hold on, back it up. Right around here someplace.
We really want to know if you're here. Whoa.
What the was that?
Whoa.
What the was that?
Oh, what was that?
It is windy, but the wind was not coming. It's not.
It's blowing in, not out. This thing's closed shut.
All right. Okay, if you were here and you just did that, can you do that again? Okay.
Maybe we should get the static. Here's the static.
Put the camera here. If that captures a mist or anything in here while that's closing, then we know we got something.
I like how they had something unexplained happen in this cell, and they're taking advantage of that, trying to have it happen
they're not
again.
walking away.
It's good use of teamwork.
I like them. They're all on the same page, which is good.
All right, judges, Dave,
Yes.
I'll be right back.
All
We're
right.
going to go sound the siren to end the first part of their investigation.
I get that.
It was a good sell. You picked a good sell.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I get paid for.
Let's get paid.
Hey teams, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
How was that first part of investigating?
Excellent.
Dave, would you like to talk with them a little bit?
Guys, it was definitely interesting watching you do the investigations. I'm not going to tell you which team is at it, but one of you is horrible with your history, and you better turn it around for this part of the investigation so that you can get some good evidence from it. Remember, you're not just being judged on teamwork, on history, and on equipment, but it's the evidence that you're going to garner from these parts of the investigations. So I need both of your teams to really kind of pony up. Let's see a little bit more energy out there.
And before we release you guys to begin part 2 of your investigation, there's something that we want to show you. Tri-State Paranormal, you 3 are headed over to Zone 2, where Death Row is. This EVP says he's the devil. Northampton County Paranormal, you guys get a piece of photographic evidence to help you. Right here, you can see what appears to be 2 spirits, 2 ghosts, peeking around the gate right near the center rotunda.
In addition to the evidence that Zach has presented, they are both given trigger objects to attract more spirit energy. For Tri-State Paranormal, a homemade prison weapon or shiv. And for Northampton Paranormal, a guard's hat and keys to the prison cells.
You guys ready for part 2?
Yes.
Pumped up?
Yes.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Good luck, guys. Wait for the signal.
Thank you.
Teams will now switch locations and continue investigating for 2 more hours. Northampton Paranormal will now work Zone 1, which is cell blocks 4, 12, and 10, while Tri-State Paranormal will explore Zone 2, which is cell block 14, Death Row, and the Hole.
Northampton County Paranormal, are you guys ready?
Yes, we are.
Tri-State Paranormal, are you guys ready?
Yes, we are.
Begin.
It's locked down. We're taking over here.
Lights out. Who's in this cell? Lights out, everybody. Don't try to push me.
Getting any readings on temps on that screen? So I just felt like we walked through a hell of a cold spot. Crazy ass cold. It just went right through me, man.
Oh, right here.
There it is.
There it is. It went from 50 to 45.
Did you hear that cough?
Someone's running behind me.
Is that you?
Did you just walk in the room?
Oh.
It's been almost 20 minutes into the investigation.
Scott Wiley is getting some hits off of his Mel meter.
Audio up, please, on Northampton on Scott Wiley. They would tie these prisoners up in this chair, things. They'd leave them in there for days without food. And I know from experience there's some energy in that room.
Did you just walk in the room? I just got the chills, and now the meter's going off, and I can hear footsteps.
We are in the hole.
Is anybody down here? My name is Tony. Sorry to be bothering you.
Let me see if I've got my hand down here. This is not a place to be. Wait a second.
Are you back here? There's no pipe here. Hey, no, that's okay. Don't be afraid. Is that you? Do me a favor. I need to get proof that this is you. Is that you?
When you do get readings like that, there could be speculation by skeptics that the equipment that he's holding in his other hand is triggering the electromagnetic feature on this, which is the antenna. You know, I'm less than an inch away from that antenna with the battery from the camera, and it's not triggering this. But human energy, spiritual energy, see the difference?
Are you right behind me? You're right there. Let's drop 10 degrees.
Is that you? Was that you again? Do that one more time. Yeah. Is that you rustling around? Are you rustling?
Looks like they're just getting ready to hit their 1 hour.
1 hour, and he's been separated from his team doing a private investigation of his own while the other two are working, which I think is great, and it's a good utilization of the location.
Massive headache.
Let's get out of here.
10 minutes left. All right.
I think we probably have enough time to get this packed up.
Here, take this camera. Leave that there. Point the infrared down this way and give me your freaking hat. All right, listen. You just throw something at me? Pushed me over the edge.
Seems to be some frustration building.
Where are you at? All right, listen. You just throw something at me? You just throw something at me? You hear that? Chris?
No, I didn't hear that.
Come down this way, please.
I really, really like the way Northampton has continued to investigate till the last minute. And Tri-State has just said, you know what, after 10 minutes, we're done, we're out of here.
Yeah.
I don't think that was a smart choice.
Where are you at? Ooh, how about right here? Stay here with the camera. Come on. I'm your guard. Push me over the edge.
The investigations, part 2, is about ready to come to an end. We'll let them go home, get some sleep. They come back in the morning. We'll present the evidence to the judges and myself. And after that, we will announce who the winner of Paranormal Challenge Eastern State Penitentiary is. I'm going to go in and sound the alarm.
All right.
Just double check the equipment. I have one camera, he's got one.
Now that both investigations are officially completed, teams must lock up all of their materials and evacuate the premises until morning.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna win. We listened to each other in a group and we stuck together as a team.
It's all a matter of did we get it at the right time. There's plenty here to be gotten.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Just our techniques of investigating will help to push us right over that little edge.
If we got good evidence and we performed well, then definitely, I think we'll win.
The teams return the next morning to review their evidence.
Get anything?
And to help both teams, Zach has brought in tech expert Billy Tolley. He'll present the 4 most compelling pieces captured during the competition, 2 audio and 2 visual.
You can see it there.
Yeah.
It's important to win because just for the simple fact that it increases our credibility as TSPR.
They would probably feel more of a crushed if we didn't live up to their expectations.
Judges, that was a great night, wasn't it?
Definitely. Yeah.
You guys ready to tell them how they did?
I am.
Definitely.
Okay, let's bring the teams in. You guys got some good evidence to show us?
I think so.
Aaron Sagers, let's start off by telling Northampton County Paranormal team how they did in their use of history.
When you were in cell block 14, seemed to be some forgetfulness about where you were and no mention of history there.
Aaron, how'd they do in teamwork?
There were times when you all came together, you had big plans about what you were going to do, where you're going to investigate, and then it all started falling apart and you didn't follow through.
Third category is technology.
I really like seeing Chris go into the hole with the solo cam. Scott, you also spent a fair amount of time in the mad chair with solo cam. But there were times when you all seemed a little overwhelmed by all the technology that you had at your disposal.
We are ready to see the evidence. Did you start off with audio? Please show the judges your first clip.
This piece was caught in cell block 12. It says, help me.
Help me. Let's listen. Let's listen again.
What were you doing to lead up to that? Were you asking, or was this just a piece of audio you picked up as recorders were rolling?
I believe we picked that up as when we were walking.
Scott, let's see your second piece of audio evidence and set that up for us as well.
This is also in 12. This is an audio caught on video.
Video? What kind of video?
This would be full spectrum.
And what are we listening for?
Just leave.
Just leave. Let's replay.
Were you talking out? Were you asking questions? Were you just...
I think we were just walking through.
So, Scott, why don't you set this up? Where were you?
We were in cell block 14.
And what are we looking for?
Okay, we actually heard noises up top. It sounded like someone was actually running. Right here.
That hump?
Yes. And this will go on. It'll actually move on us.
Scott, do you have a second piece of visual evidence?
Yes, we have a picture.
A picture? Tell us about it.
This is going to be an apparition. This is the arm.
Right. That'd be your left arm.
Whereabouts?
Actually, they discovered the picture.
Yeah. Left, yeah.
Any questions, judges?
Scott, Burke, and Chris, you found this image, right?
Yes.
And you approved this image?
This image, yes.
Okay.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, it is.
Northampton County Paranormal. Thank you, team, very much. Thank you. Tri-State Paranormal, please step in. Are you ready to hear how the judges felt you did in each category? Absolutely. Okay. The judges and myself have decided the winner is...
Northampton Paranormal has delivered their audio and visual evidence to the judges. Now, Tri-State Paranormal will show their evidence.
Are you ready to hear how the judges felt you did in each category? Absolutely. Okay. Alexandra, let's start off using the history.
All three of you knew where you were. That's the first thing I want to point out, which is great. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more usage of the history everywhere you went because you obviously knew.
How'd they do in teamwork?
You all three, I feel, led. And I kind of felt that Sharon, even though it's your team, that it wasn't as consistent as I would have liked to have seen it throughout.
How'd they do in technology?
They each used all their equipment and knew where each other were with the equipment.
Pete, are you going to be presenting the judges with your evidence?
Yes, I will.
Tell us about this clip.
Cell block 14, where the children are. Randomly took a picture down the hall.
Okay.
And I said, I hope you were smiling for the picture.
Please show us your first clip.
Right there, there's a no right after that.
Let's replay it.
Faint.
There. Yeah, very faint.
Faint, like
very
a child.
faint. Yeah.
Would be.
Pete, did you guys get a second piece of audio evidence?
Yes, we did.
Let's bring that up, please, Billy.
We're in cell block 12, upstairs, second floor on the catwalk.
Am I hearing something kind of derogatory from the scene?
It's jail talk.
Jail talk?
Yeah.
Well, what are you claiming it's saying?
Hell no. I don't think they know how to suck.
Billy, play it again for us a couple times. You definitely hear that suck really well.
Did you say you guys were talking during this time?
Talking amongst ourselves.
And you can actually hear
But the whispers are coming up over the top of your voice. Okay.
Exactly.
So, Pete, how many pieces of visual evidence are you going to be showing the judges?
We have one.
One?
To show.
Okay, tell us what we're going to see here.
Okay, this is cell block 4. Tony was holding the thermal, looking towards the rotunda. You'll see it right here.
Right. Oh. I don't know. Let's play it again, Billy. Huh. Tri-State Paranormal, thank you very much for presenting the judges with your evidence. You may be released right now, and we'll call you back once we've reached a decision. Thank you.
Thank you.
Got to make a decision here. Only one team can win. As far as teamwork, who had the advantage?
I think they're pretty evenly matched.
Yeah.
Where you had a very strong leader with Scott Wiley, you had a weak team.
Leave that there. Point the infrared down this way and give me your freaking hat.
Where you had a weaker leader with Sharon, I felt that Tony and Pete picked up a lot of the slack.
Put the camera here. If that captures a mist or anything in here while that's closing, then we know we got something.
In my opinion, the teamwork kind of flushes out for me on both teams.
Let's talk about the history. When Northampton went down to, I believe it was cell block 14.
Yes.
And they started getting all of that history incorrect.
What's the story with this cell block?
I think this is where the guard got pushed.
They don't remember the history of this cell block 14.
Okay,
they think this is where the guards were pushed, and they didn't even know where they were.
Tri-State had a much better grasp of history.
Let's go to technology. Both teams, I think, got some great results using the millimeter. But I was very, very impressed when I saw Scott Wiley come out of that mad chair by himself, and that thing was just going nuts.
Oh.
Aaron, talk to me about the audio with both teams.
Really liked the help me that Northampton got. I thought that was a pretty strong EVP that they came out of the gate with. They claim that they picked up some movement on the thermal cam. I didn't see it.
Let's talk about Tri-State. First off, I was very impressed by the one EVP they presented with the suck. I could hear all of that, and it was definitely a harsh whisper. I heard the slang that they were talking about. They knew exactly where it was captured. Any thoughts on that?
Just a great EVP.
Yeah, I thought that was really intriguing.
Yeah.
I think we know who our winner of Paranormal Challenge Eastern State Penitentiary is. All right, teams, before we announce our decision, on behalf of all of us, we just want to say thank you for coming out here. You really showed us some kick-ass investigations. You really did, both of you, okay? Teams, you do know that this is a competition and that there can only be one winner. The judges and myself have decided the winner of Paranormal Challenge Eastern State Penitentiary is Tri-State Paranormal.
Oh, awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I was amazed when they announced that we were the winners. Very happy, wanted to jump up and down. I think actually I did jump up and down.
You did. Congratulations.
I wish Tri-State Paranormal the best. I really do.
The experience overall was fantastic. I would definitely do this again.
Tri-State Paranormal were using the history just very, very well. And it comes down to evidence as well.